I feel so incredibly happy to be sharing this video today because it's a culmination of a lot of hard work over the last several months and years of improvement and feedback from this community. We are introducing the Cyberry 2024 digital planners today. Digital planners, if you don't already know, are interactive PDF files that are embedded with hyperlinks so you can jump between pages. Its purpose is to really mimic the feeling of a paper planner, but on your iPad or tablet. So it cuts out a lot of what traditional calendars have by putting you more in control of what goes into the planner. I love digital planning, especially for the handwritten feel of writing out a to-do list again and what I want to accomplish each day. So I've put so much work and so much pride into this year's digital planner, Cyberry 2024. Every year I launch a video introducing this year's version of Cyberry, discussing what changes were made and why, and how it's been improved. And so many people from all over the world have fallen in love with this digital planner, the community aspect that came with it, the opportunity to earn rewards, and download even more content. So it always feels like I have a lot to live up to every year, but especially with Cyberry 2024. I took feedback from the community and built what I think is one of the best value digital planners out there. If you want to learn more about where I drew my inspiration in the design of Cyberry, I recommend checking out my first video on Cyberry back where I introduced Cyberry 2022. There, I dive a bit further into that. In this video, I want to share the improvements that were made to Cyberry and how I made it even better this year. So it is with great honor, truly, to introduce you to this year's Cyberry Digital Planner, Cyberry 2024. You might not even notice a difference between Cyberry 2024 and last year's Cyberry, but there are some great minor design improvements to elevate the experience of a cleaner, minimal slate for a digital planner. For instance, the buttons for the yearly and quarterly overview have taken on a smaller, more refined style that is carried throughout the planner. The login and logout buttons have been removed and can now be accessed from the first page of the planner, since those pages were transformed more into yearly reflection and review pages last year, and thus they do not typically need to be accessed every single day. The home page of the planner has also taken on this entirely newly refined and cleaner design compared to last year. It feels more organized and less cluttered than the previous year, making it easier for you to navigate your planner from this page. I also made it easier to jump right into the Cyberry community through the Join the Cyberry Community button, right from the first page. In the community, you can watch tutorials, redeem rewards, connect with other Cyberry users, and tune into planning sessions and workshops. The beauty of Cyberry has always been that this digital planner was designed to get out of your way. It's clean, goes with any style, it can be dressed up or dressed down, and fits into the workflow of many different planning styles. Cyberry 2024 still features the monthly quick menu pages you know and love, such as notes, finances, wellness, goals, and review, as well as the built-in notebooks section. By clicking into any of these notebook sections on the main page, Cyberry will then convert into a fully functional notebook. There are still the same great notepaper options in Cyberry, things like dot grid, hexagonal grid, Cornell, and quad ruled that can also be duplicated and used in this notebook section all throughout the entire planner. One change I made to Cyberry that has received great feedback from the mid-year versions of this planner launch is the menu for the multiple monthly calendars. Instead of clicking a hidden hyperlink to pull up the different monthly calendars, you can now click the numbers within the menu. The multiple monthly calendars is one of the top features in Cyberry since its introduction, and now it's no longer hidden in Cyberry 2024. Last year's version of Cyberry also featured 8 monthly calendars, which many found to be an overwhelming amount, especially since 4 of those were already customized for personal, work, school, and business. Now the multiple monthly calendars are condensed down and numbered to 5, so you can categorize and separate your kids' sports schedule or your partner's work schedule from your own personal planning if you'd like. and you can do it with even better ease in Cyberry 2024. Getting to the page you need in your digital planner has always been very important. In Cyberry 2024, you can still choose which weekly page you'd like to go to right from the monthly calendar. Click toward the top of a weekly box to get to the vertical weekly. The center of the box, jump to the horizontal weekly, or hit the bottom of the weekly box to go into the custom weekly page, where you can pull in templates or draw your own weekly templates. The vertical weekly page was redesigned to feature a section to write out your top priorities for the week and a note section that you can use for additional planning. Weekends are also no longer shaded throughout Cyberry. You can still jump to the daily pages by clicking the dates of the week or on the mini monthly calendar. Last year's version of Cyberry also had a lot going on with the buttons at the top for navigation, and this year it was simplified in Cyberry. Daily pages were also rethought out to again carry on the same changes of a cleaner, more refined, and consistent style throughout the planner. The goal was to make it feel like you have more space on a daily page, even if the page size is inherently the same, and you're still able to access all 3 different weekly pages from the daily page, or another daily page from the mini monthly calendar. An exciting new addition to Cyberry 2024 is Apple Calendar and Reminders integration. A lot of the design inspo for Cyberry has always been attempting to answer the question of, if Apple designed a digital planner, what would it look like? How would it work? So I wanted to bring the apps you love using from Apple to your digital planner as well, if you want. This is an optional customization you can select at checkout, just like light versus dark mode and portrait versus landscape has always been. This integration uses the power of shortcuts to prompt you with whether you'd like to add an event or reminder by pressing the calendar icon on a daily page. From there, you can enter in your event details, or in the case of a reminder, what you would like to be reminded of and when, without ever having to leave your digital planner. You can always split screen and drag and drop appointments or reminders between your digital planner and these apps, but this integration does take out that extra step of having to manually open your calendar or your reminders, so when you're brainstorming or thinking about what you'll need push notifications for, you can set them directly from your digital planner. This is still a manual process because digital planners are meant to emulate paper planners, right? So you won't see an event or reminder actually inside your digital planner. You would still write or type that out as you would in your paper planner. But of course, if you need a reminder or a notification of an upcoming event or reminder, you're able to set that from within Cyberry 2024. A lot of users enjoyed this new feature in the Cyberry mid-year planners, and I'm excited to bring it to Cyberry 2024. There is more customization with this year's Cyberry planner even after you make your purchase selections at checkout with the newer sophisticated download library. The download library makes it easier than ever to choose between Monday or Sunday start, but now you can also customize the horizontal weekly layout as well, either choosing between the classic horizontal weekly layout that has been featured in Cyberry every year, or a new priorities horizontal weekly layout, which offers more lists for writing out your priorities and your to-do list. After choosing between Monday or Sunday start, your next step is to choose between these 2 weekly layouts. And because you get both with one purchase, you can go through the download library a number of times to try out different combinations to find your planner piece for the year. Additionally, for the first time ever, I am offering a few spots for customization services for Cyberry 2024. I want to offer as much customization as possible for Cyberry, but unfortunately, I've run into the issue of creating 64, 85, 100 plus variants for the planner by adding different ways to customize it, which not only would be almost impossible for one person like me to create, it would result in an increase in prices every year and just more chaos for all the different versions of Cyberry. So to still offer some customization, I'm opening up a few spots at a time for you to let me know your request, like having your weekends shaded or different times on the vertical weekly pages, or no times on the vertical weekly pages, and so on. You still have what you love most about Cyberry, but with a few bits of customization to really make it your own. There will be more details about Cyberry customization linked in the description box below. Now, there is so much to uncover and discover in this planner and in the community that comes behind the Cyberry Digital Planner. Every design decision was thought out, trialed, and revised again and again and again to make this easy, intuitive, and as big or as small as you want in a digital planner. Cyberry has always been the planner to let you get back to the heart of planning and productivity without getting in your way and without being too much or too little. Cyberry is available in light mode or dark mode, portrait or landscape, and with Apple Calendar and reminders integration or not. Every purchase includes Sunday and Monday start and 2 horizontal weekly options to choose from. But so you can get used to planning in Cyberry, and if you're just eager to hop into Cyberry already, there is a Cyberry Mini which will be included in every purchase as well. Cyberry Mini only features November 2023 and December 2023, so you can finish planning out the year if you need to, before hopping into your full Cyberry 2024. And before I close out this year's introduction, I do have one other thing to throw at you to process. This year, I am offering a totally free sample of Cyberry to try. A dark mode Monday Start Portrait version and a light mode Sunday Start Landscape version. Both only cover November 2023, but they'll give you a feel of how Cyberry looks and responds on the device you have and the app that you use, since it might differ slightly depending on each. It's not meant for long-term planning. It's really just to give you a better feel of whether Cyberry 2024 is the planner for you before you buy. And with that, that is the 2024 Digital Planner of the Year. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting my efforts in creating this digital planner. It has been such a labor of love, and this is certainly a creation that I've been most proud to create for so many people. I'm wishing you the absolute best 2024.